Senator, can you explain some of these accounting gimmicks that Republicans are using to jam through this bill in the dead of night, potentially?
Yeah, Republicans are trying to pretend that they're not spending any new money, that there's no deficits. And so they're, rigging the rules to get basically a piece of paper that says there's no deficits. But there are, because buried in the bill is an increase in the debt ceiling of $5 trillion. And they are absolutely going to have to borrow somewhere in the neighborhood of $4 trillion in order to afford all the tax cuts for the very wealthy. So they're rigging the rules to get a piece of paper from the parliamentarian that says there's no deficits, there's no debt, even though they are actually writing a bill that's going to require us to borrow $4 trillion. It's a piece of paper they can wave around on Fox News to delude their base, but the facts are the facts. This bill spends $4 trillion more than it either cuts or raises in new revenue. That's a disaster.
So the parliamentarian is still reviewing the bill while it's on the floor. How does that work?
Well, the parliamentarian is not going to rule. The parliamentarian is going to rule that there's $4 trillion of deficits in this bill. They are overruling her. So they're just saying black is white, 2 + 2 equals 7.
And what are some things that Democrats could pass when the shoe is on the other foot?
Well, the basics are that they are changing the rules of the Senate. They changed the rules 3 weeks ago. They changed the rules today. And so for us, of course now they've destroyed, over and over again, Senate rules and Senate traditions. So when we get power, it makes sense for us to change the rules to get stuff that we care about passed, just like they're changing the rules to get things that they care about passed.